What is up, everybody? Transplants for Children. Happy Sunday. It's July 5th, and we're doing another inspiring story. We have one of our new Transplants for Children Rising Star mentors with us today, and today is actually her 1-year anniversary of her transplant. So we're going to share her story. We're going to have her talk about what she's gone through, where she's at now, and kind of why she's coming to join us with TFC and get on board. So we're really excited to have her here today. Go ahead and introduce yourself and we'll get this ball rolling.
Hello, I am Brittany Dew, a kidney transplant recipient. I'm here to share my story to help others going through health to know it's okay to not be okay, but rise from your disappointment. And I feel like life is like an ocean. Even going through health, even if it's through this, even COVID-19 or just any life issues, you just need to stay positive and not give up on life.
That's awesome. And actually, I had a question to start, but I would actually really like you to explain your background and why you reference Spider-Man all the time.
The reason why I reference all the time Spider-Man is because my sonogram of my kidney of the day of my transplant was an upside down Spider-Man.
And I will vouch for that. We'll post the picture in
Okay.
this interview so you guys can see it, which is pretty cool. But let's backtrack. Let's start at the beginning. When did you first learn that you needed a transplant? And what were kind of your expectations when you learned that you had to be on dialysis and all of that kind of stuff? How were you feeling when that happened?
I learned about transplant when I was placed on the UNOS National Kidney List in November. I liked peritoneal home dialysis than hemodialysis, honestly, since I had less negative side effects and was able to engage with other people at events. The outlook for me until I could receive a transplant was for me mainly gaining weight and eating lots of protein. I had very little pain than other people on the day of my transplant. And so actually I got home on the day of July 10th, the day when President Donald Trump had signed an executive order for kidney disease.
That's pretty cool. I didn't even know that until you shared your story with me, which is really awesome. So I'll have to look into that a little bit more. Now you went through the story pretty quickly of dialysis and everything, but I know you kind of told me you had some like hiccups when you were on dialysis, that kind of stuff. Can you kind of share some of the experiences that you had as you got the call, as you had to wait? I know you had some other things come up. And a lot of other people go through that kind of stuff. And I know it would be inspiring for you to share kind of the things that you went through.
Yes. Well, even though I had some hiccups and everything, and I know like even within the labs, numbers won't be ever perfect, and one will go up and down. From there, I just like try to stay motivated and have faith. I know I will get a transplant soon, even though the doctors and different people would tell me that even I wasn't gaining a lot of weight, I would have to wait for a long time. But from there, I just like had so much faith, and I actually just had to wait from the national list for about 6 months until I got a transplant from an anonymous donor who heard on NPR radio.
Wow. I mean, obviously that must be scary to go through that. I think all of us have had situations where we have to do one thing or a number has to look right to get to be qualified or to move further up the list or whatever it may be. But you initially had said that your timeline was 5 to 7 years because of
Yes.
your situation, and you went on the radio, and there you have a video on YouTube about your story, and someone just anonymously was a living donor, right?
Right.
Wow, that's really cool. You must feel extra blessed.
Yes. And I'm
Awesome.
hoping to meet one day the donor and the family.
Yeah, and I know we can, all of the families here, we can get you hooked up with, TOSA, Texas Organ Sharing Alliance, and we can help you guys do that too. So if there's anyone else out there that's listening to this and you want to contact your donor, please reach out to me or TOSA, and we can help you get that process started. So now we know you've had your transplant for a year now. things have
Right.
been, it's a little bit less scary afterwards, right? So how has life been since then? Have things been easier? Have you, do you feel, more confident
Right now, life has been well and staying positive, even as we're going through these ups and downs, especially during this COVID-19. I just try to make things fun in a way of like, even for exercising, I would do dance movements, following like Just Dance, Dance Central, just within from music, the old music, like from the 80s and other things, but just doing dance movements in the way that it's easy, we could work with.
That's awesome. I mean, I think that's something that we can all take, uh, and run with, is just to make all these activities that we're doing right now more exciting, right? Because we're all kind of stuck at home anyway. So we
Oh,
got to watch.
and what I could say about that relating within the Spider-Man, I have incorporated want to do with more with kids and working, especially now helping out with TFC, transplant for children. I want to incorporate working out with kids, but in a fun way of doing their favorite music, but also maybe with their favorite superhero.
That'd be awesome. Maybe you could be like our very personal like Zumba coach or something like that. Very cool. So past, transplant life, what are kind of your plans for the future? Are you in school? Do you want to, have you gone to college? What do you kind of want to do now that you have this whole the second chance at life?
Well, before I was on dialysis and and before I was on dialysis and looking for a transplant, I was going to a gap year school, and then mid until I got diagnosed for kidney failure, I was going to San Antonio College. But my future plans right now is becoming a preschool teacher, probably within doing certificate first, and then alongside that, I would like to help out other kidney patients more because I'm really passionate in wanting to help them with their health. And then after gap year, probably I'm just waiting and seeing how well my health is and helping others. I would like to go to Bible college.
Wow, that's really cool. So you really have a heart of just wanting to help and teach people and be a positive impact. So I know we're
Yes.
excited to have you, Diana and David and I, and all of the TFC mentors are really excited for you to be joining us. So this is really cool. So I just want to ask one more thing, and you kind of put, your bow on this, whatever you want to say to finish it. But is there anything else about, your life or your story or the involvement with TFC that you would like to share before we end this call and get to share with the rest of our community?
Yes, I would like to share to I really am passionate to empower others to live a healthy wellness life with peace, less stress, in a fun way. Because I know with all things of health and whatever we're going through, everything comes with stress. And even we get worried for different small little things, but sometimes we need to look at the positive and also bring a fun way of engaging with our foods, maybe in making it smaller and making it in shapes form. I really want to let others know too that there is everyone in the world is hurting some way in something, but there's people who are going through worse things. So don't feel down, but look for help. So I hope you dream big and just know that there is always hope there, even when you're waiting for a long time on transplant.
I mean, that's amazing. I don't think I can say anything to top that. So thank you so much for joining us. We're so excited to have you this year and this summer and just moving forward with TFC. So thanks for jumping on, everyone. If you're still listening, we hope you guys have a great Sunday, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Thank you.